So idea number one would be discover our provincial parks. We are so blessed to have these beautiful provincial parks here in Ontario, not very far from major cities. Within 2 hours drive, you can get to some amazing, amazing places, gorgeous lakes, beautiful forests. And I'll know that a lot of us do this as a tradition here in Canada, that we do go camping every year. And those of you who have cottages and they thought, maybe I have a cottage, why would I want to do that? Because it's a different change of scenery, something that you can maybe never thought of doing, maybe never thought of visiting. So if you have a cottage in Muskokas or Kawarthas, and maybe you could take a week or two and go to a provincial park in Quebec and visit maybe a park here that you thought of visiting and you've never had a chance to do so. Now is the time. There's so many different things that you could do, outdoor adventures, kayaking, fishing, swimming, enjoying some of the wonderful beaches, some of which are very sandy and beautiful, almost make you think of the Caribbean. They're amazing. So why not this year make it a provincial park and enjoy it? They're relatively inexpensive holidays. You could do it with the entire family, and definitely something that will build a lot of memories for a long time. It's something very Canadian thing to do. I remember first time we went camping, there is nothing better than falling asleep to the sounds of the forest. So idea number two would be a luxury staycation. Most of us would never think of booking a hotel in the same city that we live in. But I ask you, why not? Why not book the best, most expensive, most posh, full of amenities, maybe perhaps with a spa on property or adjacent to it hotel that we always thought it would be nice to stay there one day, and we never thought of it because, well, we live in the city. But why not enjoy that cocooning 2 days by yourself in the posh hotel with your room service and ordering the best wine and enjoying the ambiance, enjoying the spa facilities, and perhaps maybe reconnecting with your spouse away from all the domestic bliss you had to live with for the couple of months that you've been quarantined at home. Now is probably a good time to look at these expensive hotels within your city, because they might have pricing that is maybe perhaps a little bit more reasonable for your budget, and perhaps they have maybe extra amenities that they can offer because they are trying to win their clientele back, and they will probably welcome you with better pricing, and they are implementing different standards when it comes to hygiene, and implementing different options that you might have to make you feel safe that you're staying. So idea number three would be, let's go RVing. Why not? Some of you maybe perhaps thought, as after retirement, maybe that will be my lifestyle, and you're not close to retirement now, but maybe that's something you want to try out for a fit and see if it actually works for you. Some of you maybe want to visit your relatives on the other side of Canada or in a different province. Why not go RVing to go see them? You have your hotel with you, basically your home. You can cook in there, you can sleep in there. You are very safely protected from COVID by self-isolating inside of your RV. So this is really not something that is going to put you in any danger, and yet you're going to enjoy the whole process, enjoy the journey. You're going to see places on the way that you normally would never see if you flew to visit your relatives, or if you flew across Canada. You would be missing so many hidden treasures and different areas for you to discover and to get to know our country a little bit better. So I do recommend RVing as a holiday where you have your inbuilt house or hotel with you. So super exciting to hit the road and just go and see what the country has to offer, or visit your loved ones. So number four would be day trips. Why not stay in your home for the night and then get up early in the morning every day, pack up your picnic, and just go and discover the area that you live in or nearby. For short drives, there might be some quirky places to visit and small towns in the area that you've never seen before. Why not see what's around you, what's in your neighborhood, and have it as a kind of an experience where you get to contribute to your local economy. See that orchard, go to that vineyard, go and see the different area or different town that you've never even thought of visiting before. Why not? There's so many little quaint places that you can visit that perhaps are not on the map of big tourist destinations, but they're still worth seeing, and you still can contribute to the local economy by being there and spending your money in that area. So I definitely recommend day trips. That is fun thing to do and kind of makes you open your eyes what's around you, what's around your area. Number 5, golf holiday. Golfing as a sport is very unique to other sports where you can really do it solo, and it is really conducive to social distancing. So yes, you can go safely golfing this year. So for all those golf enthusiasts, hooray, this is your year of golf resort holiday. And perhaps the resorts now are going to offer a little bit better pricing to make sure that they are going to, get that clientele to come and stay with them. So there's a lot of resorts up in the north from the city that you can book into, that you can stay at and enjoy a holiday with a different scenery than perhaps your regular golf club that you always go golfing at. So why not try the change of scenery and go somewhere else, discover, enjoy the different packages that they might be offering. And they are doing everything possible to make sure that they are going to make you feel secure with the graded hygiene and so forth. So yes, this is the year of the golf holiday. If you want some suggestions on different resorts, please let me know. I will definitely reply to your comment. And number 6 would be glamping. Glamping perhaps is one of my favorite ways of spending summer holidays, and that's because it combines nature, it combines pampering yourself, and also it combines different experiences because you can stay in a safari tent, you can stay in a cabin, you can stay in a tiny house in the middle of the forest, you can stay in a tree house, you can stay in a cabin. So they have so many different glamping experiences, but the common denominator is that you're going to be taken care of, you're going to be pampered, you're going to be cocooned, you're going to be in nature somewhere. So yes, you have that sounds of the forest, but this time you're going to eat a nice meal or maybe a graded gourmet meal. You're going to be very comfortable because you're going to be sleeping in the bed, and you're going to have amazing views and all the outdoor adventures that staying in outdoors might offer. So yes, glamping is definitely something that I recommend. You could do the same thing. You could do it with a spouse to get away from that domestic bliss, and you can of your children and all the responsibilities of daily life, or you can just do it for yourself and just enjoy, reconnect, self-care, meditate. So definitely is something that I would highly recommend. And number 7 would be a remote hotel. Why not discover some of the most remote hotels that we have in the country that are built in areas and spaces that are just a destination by themselves? The hotel has been built in that remote area is because that area is worth seeing. So why not make that a destination and try to maybe build your holiday around that destination, around that hotel, because it's definitely worth seeing and visiting. And so many places in Canada, in our massive country, are worth being there. Like there's Lake Louise, and there is the hotel on a Faroe Island in Newfoundland that are beautiful and just in the middle of nature. So why not make that destination and discover this summer? So definitely number 7 on the list of things to do this summer. So number 8 would be road trip, a long road trip? Why not pick a place in Canada once the borders with the provinces are open and make it a journey? Make that whole drive to be your holiday. Enjoy the sights and the quirky places that you see along the way, and just enjoy the journey. Or maybe perhaps you wanted to go across Canada. You always thought it would be a cool idea. Why not do it this year? Go across Canada, either to the East Coast or the West Coast, or do the entire length of Canada. That will take some days to do. And if it's something that you wanted to maybe do one day, why not now? Why not this summer? Enjoy it. And that's something that you can always put in your memory book, that you've gone across Canada, you've seen this entire beautiful country of ours. So why not? That would be a great idea, to just do a road trip. Prices of gas are relatively low still, so why not? And idea number 9, which is probably my favorite idea of spending the summer holiday, is let's go boating. And this is something that a lot of us don't think it's possible for us, because we don't own a sailboat or a power boat, and we think that it's going to be just super expensive. Well, this year the prices are quite good. If you ever wanted to try boating with your family, why not try this year? And it is an excellent idea for family. You don't have to worry about social distancing, because it will be you with 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom space on the boat that you can utilize. You can perhaps take your extended family, because there's some that are bigger boats that you can have 2 families going together. And why not? Amazing idea for a holiday. You can go fishing, you can swim in the lake, you can stop in small places, you can take your bicycle for the day and just bike around, you can come back, you can have dinner together, look at the stars, enjoy a nice conversation with a glass of wine with the second family that is coming with you, if you're going with your closest loved ones, and just build those memories. I think it's an amazing way of spending a holiday, where you're not in a cottage, you're kind of on the lake itself or on the Rideau Canal, and just enjoy. So definitely recommend boating as a wonderful holiday, and this year probably pricing would be as good as you're going to see at any time. So this is the year to try boating. So my last recommendation, and perhaps this should be number 1 recommendation, but my number 10 recommendation for this summer, for the summer 2020, would be take a long-term holiday. Take the entire summer and book that Airbnb, book that accommodation long-term, and go somewhere that is completely opposite for where you're living. If you live in a small town, book yourself into a big city. If you're from a big city, why don't you find the most tiniest town that you can think of and book yourself over there in the Airbnb and stay there. Stay there for the entire summer. See what it's like to live there. See what it's like to be part of that society. See what it's like to be a local. Live like a local for that summer. And I will guarantee that it will change you. It will change your perspective. It will open up your horizons, because it's nothing better than putting yourself in other people's shoes. That kind of fosters the understanding what it's like to live there, to be there. And maybe you can actually go to places that maybe are a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Why not? Why not see firsthand what it's like to be in that environment? And if you're blessed by being able to work remotely and work from home, why not give it a try for the summer? I think that it would be an amazing experience that would make you grow and open up your horizons. I know from my personal experience, when I lived somewhere for 8 to 7 months, you no longer are a tourist or a traveler. You become part of the local society. You live like a local, and you get to know that society, and you get to know the people firsthand. You build connections, and understanding really teaches you. And I think this is so wonderful about travel. Travel really opens up your horizons and teaches you all to be open to new experiences, to new ideas. And I think that is the most wonderful thing about travel. If you have subscribed, I thank you so much. If you haven't, please do so. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will be talking to you next week.